Hi, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing goody. I hope everybody's doing well. I pray that today will be a very productive day for everyone. I pray that it will be a restful day for those who need rest. For those who need healing, I pray God's healing upon you. For those who need a financial breakthrough, I pray that God will give you that financial breakthrough. Really, I do. I mean, the country is in a horrific state economically. It's in a horrific state socially. As a friend of mine would say, it needs battery pull and restart. But I have often said it needs the battery. The battery won't throw away and a new one come in, you know. But I wish for everyone a great day today. I just have a quick advice for everyone. People, please note that the Lord Jesus Christ himself, or Jehovah God, he gave us volition, meaning he gave us the ability to choose. He gave us choices. We can make choices, whether they're good choices, whether they're bad choices. We have the right to make choices, and it is incumbent upon the rest of us to allow those choices to come to fruition, in the sense that you can't tell people what to do. You can literally tell people, you say words, but you can't force people to do what they do not want to do. We have choices. You can advise people. You can give good recommendations. You can advise them the best way you know how, but that is as far as it goes. Many times you want to tell people what to do. People like me have been guilty of that as well. But people, if God himself gave us choices, who are we to try and take that away? Secondly, people, in the westernized world, most of us, if not all, I have not done a research, but I'm thinking maybe all, we have a thing called democracy. And a part of that democratic right is freedom of choice. Although these days now you really don't have freedom of choice and freedom of words or freedom of speech. Because if I say anything that is seemingly against maybe your belief or a mindset that you have, I am told that I'm being hateful. I'm told that I'm trying to put down or embarrass or whatever, some negative adjective, which maybe is far from the truth as far as the East is from the West. But the reality is, in general now, we have a thing called freedom of words, freedom of speech. Boy, nowadays I wonder if it goes like that, because sometimes I will see that people will post something based on their own opinion and on these different platforms, and they're blocked for a day, they're blocked for 2 days, they're blocked for 3 days. I was told of a popular medical doctor he does other little things. I think he posted something, somebody was saying to me, something that maybe, I don't know if it's seemingly against the vaccine. I don't know. He was just posting something that he probably researched and got some facts. They blocked him for 24 hours and he put it back, and they blocked him for 3 days. So I might have to say that maybe that freedom of that, I didn't know that the constitution was changed in our own democratic country, where, you know, we don't have the freedom anymore. You know, people will go on person's page. Say, for example, I post something that you may not agree with. I don't have a problem if you say to me, you know, I don't agree, in a respectful manner, this is my belief, so and so, fine. Because, you know, that's healthy. We need that. We can't always agree. But when you come and you're extremely vociferous, you become rude, you become curt, you become extremely dismissive, and as though what I may post, I should never have posted, and everything just goes awry in terms of the conversation, then I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to say to you then, dear, darling, sweetheart, honey bunny, sugar, don't come on my page if you feel that what I'm saying you don't agree with. If you're going to behave in an unseeming manner, if you're going to be very rude and disrespectful, and condescending. I have a problem with that. People need to stop going on people's pages and do all of those things. I disagree. There are things that I see and I disagree with. You know, sometimes I may make the decision to comment. Sometimes I may not. It depends. But you can't go on people's pages and telling people what they mustn't post from. But people have their own, they have that right. They have that right. I saw a gentleman, he was talking, and you know, his fiance, you know, she was preparing his food and she brought it to him and he was kind of lying down eating, and somebody said, I think somebody was saying, maybe to him it was kind of disrespectful. I don't know how they put it across to him. Him said, people, I saw me eat, you know, and I made this, you know. And then he went on to say, I don't know if it's something that he has noticed, you know. Look here, he said there are a number of persons that are dying. The number of issues that they're facing in Jamaica. They don't live here. And you're going to sit down there and complain about how me eat. If you want to lie down and eat after my business, and he's right. It's his choice. Make him lie down. I mean, I can't say, I mean, if you're not joking, man, say, sit up man and eat. That's fine. He probably would know the difference. Two persons I know, they have on, it's not shades really, no, they're tested glasses. But because of the glare of the sun, we live in a tropical country right here in Jamaica. They have to tint the glasses, so when they come in, you would think that they have on shades. And somebody said to both of them, funny enough, they were doing some presentation on, you know, I don't know if it's Facebook or Instagram, whichever the social media platforms. And the persons are going to comment, you're distracting me, take out the glasses, in a very rude and curt, dismissive manner. That's rude. If you feel it distracting you, come off of their presentation. My goodness, nobody's not policing you. No gun is being held at your head to watch them do their presentations. People, if you have a problem with it, come off. Come off. Seriously, if what I'm saying, if my beliefs or the argument or the conversation that I'm having is a bother to you, then sweetie pie, sugar plum, you don't have to stay on, honestly, and I'm saying it as respectful as I can. People have the right. They have their right. God gave us choices. He gave us volition. We're supposed to be allowed freedom of speech. Apparently, some of the owners of the means of production of these different social media platforms, they may not think that way. There are some sects and some groups you can speak out against based on your own religious or Christian beliefs. You know, you have to curtail it. You have to be careful of how you say it because everything is a hate. I can't disagree with you without it being dubbed as hate. You know, so I have to know, gauge how I'm talking about freedom of speech, because I realize based on how the world has turned, it really isn't the case. You know, I have to be careful of the things that I say. If the owners of the means of production are pushing a particular agenda and I'm hitting out against it, probably they block me for 24 hours, or they block you for 3 days, or take you out permanently, you know, and you wonder to yourself, why is it that my right is being infringed upon? Secondly, if what you're promulgating, you know, is fact and it will fly through the gate, let's say it that way, then why worry about a little person, or even if the person is popular, spreading their different views? You're going to talk about because they're going to influence others. They still will influence others any which way you take it, because somehow it's going to come through, slip through the cracks and get out, and that message, their message, is going to get to the masses, so to speak. You know, but people, God gave us freedom, and I'm not saying that because I want to. I don't want any unscrupulous person to feel like I'm lobbying for them. You can, for example, scam and you steal and you kill and you do all of these things. Yeah, man, do them. But just be mindful that there is a God who sits high and he looks low. So if the laws of the land, they don't catch you today or tomorrow, believe you me, the laws of God will catch up with you. You won't get away. Even if it takes 10 years, 20 years, you will not get away. Mark my words. So if you feel that I'm lobbying for any unscrupulous person and feel like they can go and do all manner of evil against others, absolutely not. I guess they may say they have the freedom to steal, They may say they have the freedom to scam, they have the freedom to kill innocent blood, shed innocent blood, or kill, irrespective of whether it's innocent or not. They may say they can do this, that, or that. Go ahead, but just be mindful that if the laws of the land do not catch up with you, or the laws of God will, it shall. That's not a guessing or a spelling. All right, it certainly will. You won't escape. Believe me, or believe me, you shan't escape. All right? But my dear people, my wonderful people, my beautiful people, I want to say to you again, I want to reiterate, I want to solidify in your mind, I want it to be cemented in your minds and in your hearts and in your souls that we have choices, and we should be allowed freedom of speech. Also, if you go on other person's page and you don't like what they're saying, then come off. They have the right. They have that right. They're not the same individual as you. Their thinking won't be the same as yours. You might have some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that I don't agree with, or the other person may not agree with, and we just accept that. We just agree to disagree. But don't go on people's page and be rude and disrespectful and say all manner of things. If you can have a healthy conversation and say, I don't really share that view, so and so and so. I like that. I welcome that. I don't know if there is something that is itching or lurking in the background that causes another person that they feel good that they need to disrespect people. I don't know. Is there something that I'm missing about in life? You will come on somebody's page that you may not even know, and they hear them say something, and there's this need. I have to use the word need and desire to be rude to them. How will that accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, unless you're setting out to accomplish a conflict, a negative outcome between the two of you? That's the algorithm, that if you're coming with some fire against what you think is fire, certainly the fire will not out the fire there. The fire certainly will not out the fire. And you seem to not work out that algorithm. And what is now amalgamated is a bomb, an atomic bomb, where the person now has to disrespect you in order to either save face or say, look here, I don't want you to feel like you can just step into my space. You have passed your boundary. I've set a boundary line and you have decided that you're going to jump over this boundary. And I'm going to put you back over in any way, in any shape, in any form. Don't go on people's pages and disrespect them. No matter, even if I see things, there are many things I see people post and say, or some things I don't agree with, choices that persons have made. And I say, boy, God, I pray for that individual. I just put them, to the Lord in prayer. Or sometimes I just, if it's something them say, I say, I don't agree. I just say it in my mind. I'm just saying I don't agree. And I just move along. But I take on all of them something off in my head. When I will have stress and trials and tribulation there, when I wouldn't mind somebody can take off somebody man for me right now. But there I want somebody can take off some of me stress and strain and so forth. I got to take on other people things. You must be mad as shad. No, sir. My dearest, wonderful people, respect people's choices. I have to do that. I had to learn that. And I shouldn't even be saying that, but that's a reality. I have to accept that. Anything, every and anything I just put before God, I pray about it. Whatever God decides to allow to happen, then He does. Simple as that. It's not me. I don't make a soul. So I can't change a soul. Nobody can only pray for somebody and move on. Alright, my beautiful people. So, have a wonderful afternoon. Stay blessed. Stay sweet. And remember, don't disrespect people. And go on their pages. You don't agree? Have a healthy discussion. Respectful. If you feel the need to. Sometimes pass along. Nobody say a word. And remember that people have choices. Alright? But there are always consequences for every choice. Good, and it's not only bad. If I make a good choice, a good consequence is going to come of it. If I make a bad one, a bad consequence will come of it. Oh, that I can tell you, man. So beautiful people, have a good one. Take care, stay sweet, stay blessed.